Hey, good morning, YouTube. So, after a nice long 2-hour conversation with a friend out in Vegas about various topics, we discussed hermetics, consciousness, the political rhetoric and bullshit in this country, and business. You know, it was very refreshing to talk with someone who actually gets it completely. I'm not just talking about on the political level, but also on a mental and spiritual level. And, you know, the more you start to realize things, I mean, I understand everybody out there is set in their own belief systems. This is the way it is. But we did get into the discussion about how there is no saving or changing the current system. And pretty much with the energy that a lot of us have been putting into, making videos and protesting and all this stuff. And I mean, I've been doing this for a decade. And like I said before, I still can't believe I'm protesting this shit. There is no saving or changing the current system. There isn't. Thinking that we can actually change the current system is naive. It's ignorance. The thing is, when a certain system becomes so corrupt and toxic, there's only one solution, and that is for it to collapse. And we're seeing that now in the form of a collapse on a lot of levels, but it's a paradigm shift. It's just natural ebb and flow of the way things work. And you can see it breaking down across the religious spectrum with the corruption. You can see it in the economic and political spectrums with the corruption there. You can see it in the socioeconomic education sectors. And, we were discussing things on a level that most don't understand. And this is about maybe not so much law of attraction, but cause and effect, sowing and reaping, the way things really work. And basically, the entire system is a Ponzi scheme. We are aware of that. Many of us, 95% of the people that watch these videos, are already aware that shit is fucked. But the reality of the situation is, you're born into this world, you're automatically given a number and a certificate, you become the property of the state. Then, you're raised in belief systems that were created for you, to control you via religion, via education. In the education sector, you are raised from a young age and indoctrinated with nothing but propaganda, with history, which is the truth presented by those who conquered, in a manner that will toe the official status quo line, that will officially push the illusion, the conditioned and programmed product is you. Once you get out of school and you've been indoctrinated through not only education, religion, and these other sectors of control, politics, left versus right, divide and conquer, you then either join the military or you go to college and pay a boatload of money to be indoctrinated even more, to learn things, of course. Some of them, basic education that you need, but most history is a lie written by those who conquered. This is fact. So then you go to college, you get your degree, you get out of college, and you go to become a slave for some company, working to pay off the debt you acquired to go to college to acquire the so-called education. Then you spend your life until about 65 years old slaving away for good pay, good house, good car, good money, good clothes, because that's what life's all about. Buy, consume, consume, consume. Here's your next product from the advertiser on your television. You're free to do as you're told and think you are free. Go out, get drunk, hang out, watch sports. Roar, football! Watch a bunch of steroid-clad type men run around chasing balls in tight clothes, tackling each other, and falling into the other cult of personalities and propagandized through saturated mass entertainment, controlled media, and politics. And this is, by many, life. This is what life is about. This is the way it's always been. This is the way it will always be. And you slave away at a job, you're a fucking slave until you're 65, if you can retire at 65. You get a paid weeks vacation a year, maybe 2 weeks, but you cut it up throughout the year. You work more hours for less pay. Never enough time to really question what you see going on around you. Most people, for the most part, they catch glimpses here and there, but they never really delve deep. They never completely swallow the red pill. They never completely go down the rabbit hole and come out the other side. The very few that wake up are a threat to the system because they see it for what it is. It's a matrix. That's the easiest analogy. You take the fucking red pill, you come out the other side. It's fucking world of illusions. It's controlled at the top 100%. This is why you don't see any change. This is why anybody who really threatens the system from within the system is assassinated, has a heart attack, commits suicide, blah, blah, blah. All down the line. They always told you, if you want to change the system, change it from within. That was another bullshit. Now, the fact of the matter is, we can give all of our energy away to fighting against the system, to trying to save a system that pretty much threw us overboard, like Carlin said, 30 fucking years ago. The real owners of the game want you kept dumbed down. They want you kept stupid. For those who understand this, who understand the control matrix, who understand that this is a world of illusions, we need to start putting our energy and our time into what we're going to do when this shit collapses, because it's coming. I'm done fucking protesting. I'm done giving fucking speeches. I'm done with the bullshit, giving my energy away, trying to save a fucking system that doesn't give two fucks. And this is just the way it is. And a lot of people are like, oh, that's just stopping. No. What's coming is inevitable. That's common sense. Critical thinking, personal responsibility tells you what is coming. History is going to repeat. It's coming. It's unavoidable. The only thing you can really do is enjoy the normalcy that's left. As long as we're confined to playing by the rules of this fucking illusion, then we play by our own rules. If you made preparations for long-term collapse, for long-term situation, then you have your peace of mind insurance. You've done all you can. Thinking we're actually going to change the system, that some fucking politician is going to come along that we can vote for that's going to save us from this mess, is naive. Ignorance is a choice. To the people out there that say, what rights have you really lost? Obviously, you're not fucking using your rights. Because when you go to protest, you have to obtain permission. Your First Amendment's gone. That's now a privilege. Second Amendment shall not be infringed, should be clear enough. Right to illegal search and seizure. Every phone conversation, email conversation, and web search is monitored, filtered, run through computer systems, and you are monitored. This is fucking public domain. You can go out and you can find the articles for this, okay? It's all bullshit. All of it. The Constitution does not exist anymore. It's a relic, a piece of paper that's referred to from time to time by those of us out here who still clinging to some hope that we can avoid the tyranny that's coming by saying, hey, follow this and we'll be alright. But like I said, there's no changing the current system. The current system has to fall apart and then we can rebuild it. That's how it's got to work. The Constitution doesn't exist anymore. Those in power don't follow it. Those of us out here refer to it time to time, but that's it. The New World Order is already here. Take a look around. Really research. Think for yourself. Look what's called for at the UN and G20. If you're still in denial, if you're still in willful ignorance that the experts and the so-called mainstream media and the government, the Federal Reserve and Wall Street saying, look, there's recovery, everything's fine. If you actually believe the line of shit you're being fed, congratulations. Have fun with that. If you choose not to think for yourself, not to push the envelope, not to question reality, not to question what you are told, if you accept at face value everything you're told, then good luck with that. I hope that works out for you. But as far as diverting all your energy to fight against a system that's not worth saving, that is corrupt beyond fixing, is just pointless. All you can do is prepare for what's coming and hope we have a better shot at making it through. Whether that's in a year or in 10 years, it's coming, because 20 years from now, no one's going to be able to say they didn't fucking see it coming. But that's it, man. So, I'm going to enjoy my coffee. I'm going to focus my energy on my business, on my consciousness, on playing by the rules as little as possible, which I already do, and by enjoying what normalcy is left. I know where my lines in the sand are. I've drawn them. They're good to go. And I know what I'll do when the time comes. So until that time, peace. Signing off. Out.